Hey everyone, this is Mac Pilvi. Welcome back to LMI Podcast on the Road. I am here with Yoshi Hayakawa. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much, and I'm very happy now. And I finished my presentation about the new ISO standard on ODR.
Okay, well, so before we get to the topic, just to remind people, we are in Greenwich, in London, basically. We just arrived to participate in the 25th International Forum on Online Dispute Resolution. It's where thought leaders from all around the world come together to talk about online dispute resolution, online mediation, online arbitration, and how we can promote conflict resolution across the internet all over the world. And so Yoshi just gave a great presentation along with Leah Wigg and some other folks who were talking about standards. And this is very important because one of my questions to the panelists was how do we get this out to the masses? How do we get people to know and learn about standards? But let you explain why this is important and what you were talking about today.
Thank you very much. And first of all, online dispute resolution is a very important tool for the future dispute resolutions. But the problem is human beings have a kind of the psychological barrier inside. And so the business corporations are sometimes hesitating to use it. And consumers, customers, are hesitating to use it. So that we need a kind of the breakthrough. And ISO, International Organization for Standardization, the headquarters is based in Geneva in Switzerland, yes. And it created the new ISO standard on ODR, and which can be used very easily. And if you would like to, start your own ODR service, you can rely on the rules and the private data policy, protection policy, and the principle itself. And these rules are from pre-existing governing ones, so that we can avoid any unnecessary duplication or conflict between the different universal rules. But the ISO is a very famous institution, and under the name of ISO, people can rely on such an ISO accredited the ODR provider or e-commerce vendor which use such an accredited ODR provider with the ISO standards. So I think the ODR world could be changed by this new ISO standards.
Well, thank you so much for your contribution to it. I think I heard this was 15 years in the making.
Exactly. The project started in United Nations UNCITRAL 2010. But unfortunately, it might be a little bit early, and so we failed to establish the model procedure rule on ODR in the United Nations level. And we brought this project to the APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, and we successfully, conducted the project. And now the APEC member states willingly, join the frameworks and try to encourage business corporation to use the ODR procedure rules of the APEC. And so this rule was carbon copied to the ISO standards. So that not only for the APEC member states, but also other, the countries, the business corporation or consumer customers can use ISO ODR rules or standards and the principles and the private privacy or data protection policies. So that I think, it's a very, make society much more easy or smoothly use new ODR services.
Yes, well, no, thank you so much for that contribution, because when you have rules, when you have standards that everybody knows about, then you're able to have a system with less corruption, because I've heard you talk about that as well, and where people know what to expect, and it's not just going to be money under the table, but now people can resolve their disputes outside of court through mechanisms, through platforms that, abide by a certain set of procedures. So I thank you again for all of that. And you're based in Tokyo, is that correct?
Yes, exactly. But I'm always traveling, and London is my second favorite city. compared with Tokyo.
Awesome. Well, hopefully one day I'll see you in Tokyo. But for now, guys, signing off. This is LMI Podcast. Check out this video and all the other videos that we're putting on about this trip. So live from 2025 International Forum on Dispute Resolution. Thank you so much, Yoshi.
Thank you very much.